secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources, agitate him, and ascertain the pattern of his movement. Start each day with a positive thought and a grateful heart. There is no progress or accomplishment without sacrifice. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. Rewards for good service should not be deferred a single day. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. You often meet your fate on the road you take to avoid it. Attack where he is unprepared. Sally forth when he does not expect you. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The more powerful the class, the more it claims not to exist. If you listen to critics for too long, you will become deaf to success. Decide what you want to be, pay the price, and be what you want to be. Politeness is the first thing people lose once they get the power. There are routes not to be followed, armies not to be attacked, citadels not to be besieged, territory not to be fought over. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. Forget injuries, never forget kindnesses. Your highest thoughts sometimes arise in your lowest moments. The journey is what brings us happiness, not the destination. If my life is going to mean anything, I have to live it myself. Success involves going to where others believe is too far. What the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world calls a butterfly. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. Instinct is a makeshift, an admission of helplessness before the problem of reality. Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. Do your work, then step back, the only path to serenity. Hence the saying, the enlightened ruler lays his plans well ahead, the good general cultivates his resources. Other people are only aspects of our own greater being. The way is to man, as rivers and lakes are to fish, the natural condition of life. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. The line between disorder and order lies in logistics. Weak leadership can wreck the soundest strategy. They laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at them because they're all the same. Nothing makes a person happier than having a happy heart. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. That it will never come again is what makes life so sweet. People who belittle people will belittle people and will accomplish very little. I have never known any distress that an hour's reading did not relieve. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. Just because it's fiction doesn't mean it's any less true. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Do more listening than talking. Talk more about them than about you. Never worry a bit in life. Always be full of merriment. The control of large numbers is possible, and like unto that of small numbers if we subdivide them. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. I am not good at noticing when I'm happy. except in retrospect. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. I saw a star. I reached for it. I missed, so I accepted the sky. The smallest light has greater power than the largest darkness. The sidelines may be safer, but life is played on the field. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Learn from who you were, appreciate who you've become, and carefully invest into who you want to be. Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing. Once you really know yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing about you. If you believe you can, you might. If you know you can, you will. Silence and non-action are the root of all things. You have to notice the truth in order to be able to avoid it. You see me walking away. I see myself walking towards greatness. Always be friendly. Always be kind, like the most beautiful flower that you can find. If freedom is short of weapons, we must compensate with willpower. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. One half of the world cannot understand the pleasures of the other. When you say I and my too much, you lose the capacity to understand the we and our. Ability will never catch up with the demand for it. A man who knows he is a fool is not a great fool. The truth is, like salt, men want to taste a little, but too much makes everyone sick. Everything has to be all right. Maybe not today, but eventually. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. I wouldn't have missed a single minute of it, not for the whole world. Most of what matters in our lives takes place in our absence. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. A conscious human is driven by their conscience, not popular opinion. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. Stop trying to create a new you around the same old people. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. Learn from it and move on. I'm not a product of my circumstances. I'm a product of my decisions. Time is precious, but truth is more precious than time. Prioritize your physical and mental health. They are your most valuable assets. Other people's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. If you have the guts to be yourself, other people will pay your price. Be brave to stand for what you believe in, even if you stand alone. Once you stop learning, you start dying. In order to form an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must, above all, be a sheep. Truth that came too late was as useful as a meal to a dead man. Knowledge of the enemy's dispositions can only be obtained from other men. I only want to write, and there's no college for that, except life. Your life is a reflection of your thoughts. Think well. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of the unlived life. You ask me if I keep a notebook to record my great ideas. I've only ever had one. Cleverness isn't always true, nor is the truth always clever. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. Crying can bring relief, as long as you don't cry alone. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better.